Top 15 Weirdest Museums Around the World. Museums are considered to be a treasure trove of history and offer a peek into the past. However, there are certain museums that take a less traveled path by highlighting exotic items. These museums are comprised of quirky and hilarious exhibits from all over the world. Moreover, the museum exhibits explore the limitless capability of the human mind. Number 15. The Museum of Selfies. Just what we need. This is a museum dedicated to selfie lovers and entrace one's love for self-portraits to our ancestors 40,000 years ago. The Museum of Selfies is a pop-up museum located in the city of Glendale in Los Angeles County. The museum is dedicated to science, art, and the culture of self-representation. It aims to capture the 4,000-year-old history of self-portraiture throughout history. The interactive installation is comprised of an extensive collection of food selfies, bathroom mirror selfies, high-up selfies, and others. And just to outdo its counterparts, this museum allows visitors to take selfies with the exhibits at the museum. Number 14. Froggyland Museum. This museum is a quirky exhibit displaying stuffed frogs in human scenarios like playing sports and sitting in class. The Quirky Museum exhibits a strange collection of over 500 stuffed frogs doing people things located in Croatia. The amphibians at the museum that are meticulously arranged like people in 21 cases. The museum was curated by Hungarian taxidermist Ferenc Mir, who completed his collection in the 1920s. Amphibians are displayed in settings such as blacksmith shops, a music class, a day at the lake, a photographer, in a classroom, a painter as an orator. The museum also requires frequent positioning and stability in order to reflect the amphibian human figurine with precision. Number 13. The Museum of Endangered Sounds. This museum preserves obsolete sounds, iconic noises, and technological sounds such as the dial tone, ICQ chat tone, and the Windows 95 startup tone. The Museum of Endangered Sounds is an online museum that was established in 2012 to prevent these iconic noises from vanishing. It was established by an online character, Brendan Shilcutt, to preserve the sounds made of favorite old devices. Visitors can click on the museum's online collection and be transported back in time. The museum exhibits is comprised of manual typewriter sounds, rotary phones, the ICQ chat tone, dial tones, and Windows 95 startup sounds. Number 12. Sulabh International Museum of Toilets. This is a museum dedicated to the global history of sanitation and toilets. It has a rare collection of facts, pictures, and objects detailing the historic evolution of toilets from 2500 BCE to date. The museum that is dedicated to the global history of sanitation is run by Sulabh International, Delhi. The museum was established in 1992 by renowned social activist Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak, who is also the founder of Sulabh Sanitation and Social Reform Movement. The museum exhibits a collection from over 50 countries ranging from the ancient, medieval, and modern history. The museum aims to educate people on the development related to toilet technology. It also documents the social habits, sanitary etiquettes, and legal framework during these various periods. The museum exhibits the largest range of privies, chamber pots, Victorian toilet seats, toilet furniture, bidets, and water closets in existence. Number 11. Vendhaven Museum. This is a museum dedicated to ventriloquial figures and memorabilia. The museum consists of more than 900 ventriloquist figures from 20 countries. It is the only museum in the world that consists of ventriloquial figures and memorabilia. The museum was founded by William Shakespeare Berger, a businessman and an amateur ventriloquist. He has amassed an extensive collection of more than 900 ventriloquist figures from around 20 countries in the world. It also boasts of a collection of hundreds of pictures and memorabilia related to ventriloquism. Moreover, every year the museum holds a convention that is attended by over 600 ventriloquists. It serves as a platform to own their craft, show off their performances, and most of all, bask in the laughter. Number 10. Avanos Hair Museum. This museum holds an estimated 16,000 hair samples and it is included in the Guinness Book of World Records. Quirkily regarded as one of the weirdest museums in the world, this museum is located in Turkey. The museum was established in 1979 after a dear friend bid adieu to a potter by leaving a lock of his hair as a reminder. Numerous tourists visiting the workshop followed the example by leaving their locks as a reminder. The museum consists of a staggering 16,000 hair samples from women on display. The hair samples are displayed on walls, ceilings, and other visible surfaces on Galp's Pottery Shop. Due to its staggering display, the museum was inducted in the Guinness Book of World Records. Number 9. Disgusting Food Museum. This is a strange exhibit featuring more than 80 of the world's most disgusting foods. Adventurous visitors will have the opportunity to smell and taste some of these notorious foods. The museum is comprised of a collection of more than 80 disgusting foods from around the world. The museum is located in Malmö, Sweden, and its founders aim to break down the visitors' notions of disgust through playful exposure of the unknown. The exhibit displays maggot-infused cheese from Italy, the ammonia-scented shark from Iceland, pickled Baltic herring, and toothpaste-flavored root beer from Canada. Moreover, adventurous guests are provided the opportunity to smell and sample some of the notorious foods. Number 8. Japanese Museum of Rocks. This is a museum devoted entirely to rocks that look like faces. There are over 1,700 rocks on display, and they include rocks that look like E.T. and Elvis Presley. The Odd Museum of Rocks is located in Tokyo, Japan, and is considered to be one of a kind. The museum exhibits over 1,700 rocks that oddly resemble human faces. The museum also houses different kinds of rocks with a human face including Elvis Presley, E.T., Donkey Kong, Nemo, Johnny Depp, and Donald Trump. The museum was conceptualized by Shozo Hayama, an avid rock collector who spent nearly 50 years curating his collection. There are many rocks with no names, and the museum usually invites guests to name the rocks. These quirky rocks usually have a face complete with nose, eyes, and a mouth. Moreover, the museum receives rock faces from people all over the world. Number 7. Museum of Failed Products. This museum contains thousands of consumer products that never took off, including gems like Clairol's A Touch of Yogurt shampoo and Pepsi's AM Breakfast Cola. The museum, which is located in Ann Arbor, features a collection of failed products and services. The museum was created by Robert McMath in 1960s when he started purchasing and preserving samples of every item he could lay his hands on. The museum features over 70 failed products and risky innovations. Among them, the famous items on display are Clairol's yogurt shampoo and Pepsi's breakfast cola, Apple Newton massage pad, Harley-Davidson cologne, Heinz Easy Squirt purple or green colored ketchup, Colgate beef lasagna, Google Glass, Big for Her, and much more. The museum also exhibits a confession wall where visitors can write their failure on a post-it note and display it to the world. Number 6. Cockroach Museum. This is an unusual museum that features the largest and best-dressed cockroaches. The roaches are dressed like celebrities and historical figures. It is an eccentric series of museums throughout the United States and Canada. The museum features roach celebrities and live cockroaches. The museum consists of a hilarious collection of dead bugs dressed as celebrities and historical figures. The Cockroach Hall of Fame exhibits Libby Roach, a roach dressed in housecoat and a wig with a miniature piano. It also consists of Bates Roach Motel, a psycho roach replete with a tiny knife in its hand. Moreover, visitors can see roaches dressed as Elvis Presley, Britney Spears, Santa Claus, and more. Number 5. International UFO Museum. This is a museum that focuses on the 1947 Roswell crash and later supposed UFO incidents in the United States and elsewhere. The International UFO Museum and Research Center is located at Roswell, New Mexico. The museum was founded by Glenn Dennis and inaugurated in September 1991. The museum was organized to highlight the events following the alleged Roswell incident. It is comprised of a collection of materials and information related to the incident that occurred in 1947. It also exhibits models of aliens, UFOs, alien autopsy reports, and documentaries. The museum is run by a non-profit organization and has an extensive collection of extraterrestrial exhibits from all over the world. Number 4. The Clown Museum, a museum and a research center dedicated to the preservation and advancement of clown art and achievement. The museum recognizes the outstanding history of clowns, and it is an ode to the circus. The museum pays tribute to clown performers and also consists of a research center. The museum was set up in 1987 at Delavan, Wisconsin, which is considered to be the birthplace of the famous Barnum and Bailey Circus. The museum's Hall of Fame has more than 61 clowns who are considered to be outstanding performers. The museum also exhibits a range of different types of clowns and their funny costumes. It also consists of the famous minicar driven by famous clown Chester Bobo Barnett and trunks full of clown costumes, posters, and collectors' paraphernalia. Number 3. Momofuku Ando Instant Ramen Museum, a museum located in Osaka exclusively dedicated to instant and cup noodles. The museum is dedicated to food innovator Momofuku Ando is located in Osaka. The museum highlights the history of instant noodles around the world. It is comprised of more than 800 packets of instant noodles organized in chronological order. Instant noodles were born in Japan and gradually spread until they are now found all over the world. The Quirky Museum also boasts a My Cup Noodles factory where visitors can customize their noodles. They can also manufacture their own noodles and top them with their favorite sauce. This museum is a must-visit for ramen and cup noodle lovers. Number 2. Museum of Bad Art, a museum exclusively dedicated to awful artwork. It is a permanent collection that includes over 700 pieces of art that are too bad to be ignored. The museum dedicated to awful artwork is located in Massachusetts. The museum is comprised of 700 pieces of awful artwork that are too bad to be ignored. The private museum was conceptualized in 1994 after an art dealer, Scott Wilson, displaced an artwork that he retrieved from the trash to his friends. He retrieved the museum's signature piece, Lucy in the Field with Flowers. Based on his friend's suggestions, the museum started displaying artwork that is original with a serious backstory. The museum started gaining popularity through word-of-mouth publicity. The museum was initially operated out of a basement in Dedham, Massachusetts. Due to increasing popularity, it was later moved to various branches across Massachusetts. The famous artworks in the display include Lucy in the Field with Flowers, Sunday on the Pot with George, Bone Juggling Dog in Hollow Skirt, and motifs and interpretations. And finally, number 1, Museum of Broken Relationships, a museum in Croatia where people can leave personal objects left by ex-lovers accompanied by brief descriptions. The Museum of Broken Relationships, located in Croatia, is exclusively dedicated to failed love relationships. The museum includes personal objects left by former lovers with brief descriptions. The museum was a brainchild of a couple of Croatian artists, Olenka Vistica and Drazen Kubisic. The artists conceived the idea after their love relationship came to an end after 4 years. After contemplating the idea for a long time, they contacted their friends as well to donate things left by former lovers. The museum was opened to the public in 2016 and is the city's first privately owned museum. The museum is divided into 3 segments: material remains such as objects and pictures, a virtual web museum where donors can upload images and documents, and finally a confession space, which is an interactive part of the museum. Due to its quirkiness, in May 2011, it received the Kenneth Hudson Award as Europe's most innovative museum.